Stand for the pledge, please. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. I'd like to call this meeting of the Town of Plattsburgh Town Board to order. Roll call, please.
Bernie Bassett.
Here.
Martin Manick.
Here.
Paul Lemoyne.
Here.
Rick Collins. Here. James Cobb.
Here.
Resolution 224, approving the minutes of the previous meeting.
Resolved that the minutes of July 15th and 22nd, 2013 be approved and the reading of the minutes.
Have a motion.
So moved.
Mr. Lemoyne, second.
Second.
Mr. Mannix, any discussion? Roll call.
Martin Manick.
Yes.
Paul Lemoyne.
Yes.
Bernie Bassett.
Yes. Resolution carries. Resolution 225 abstract 8A.
Resolved that the abstract of audited claims number 88-13, 1551 to 1712 for $619,999.61, and abstract 8A-13, 273 to 301 prepays in the amount of $1,280,772.86 be received as reviewed by the audit committee, and the supervisors hereby authorized to pay said abstract.
Have a motion.
So moved.
Mr. Lemoyne, second. Mr. Mannix, any discussion? Roll call.
Mark Manick.
Yes.
Paul Lemoyne.
Yes.
Bernie Bassett.
Yes, resolution carries. Resolution 226 building maintenance and safety committee monthly report.
Resolved to receive and place on file report from Art Rowe, building maintenance supervisor for the month of July 2013.
Have a motion.
So moved.
Mr. Mannix, second.
Second.
Mr. Lemoyne, any discussion? I think last time I might have mentioned something about the new security system cameras. Art indicated to me today those should start going in. They'll start the installation this week. Roll call.
Mark Manick.
Yes.
Paul Lemoyne.
Yes.
Bernie Bassett.
Yes, resolution carries. Resolution 227, Codes and Zoning Department monthly report.
Resolved to receive and place on file report from Stephen Imhoff, Code Enforcement Officer for the month of July 2013.
Have a motion.
So moved.
Mr. Lemoyne, second.
Second.
Mr. Mannix, any discussion? Roll call.
Mark Manick.
Yes.
Paul Lemoyne.
Yes.
Bernie Bassett.
Yes, resolution carries. Resolution 227, Dog Control Officer's monthly report.
Resolved to receive and place on file a report from David Duquette, Dog Control Officer for the month of July 2013.
Have a motion.
So moved.
Mr. Mannix, second.
Second.
Mr. Lemoyne, any discussion? Roll call.
Mark Manick.
Yes.
Paul Lemoyne.
Yes.
Bernie Bassett.
Yes, resolution carries. Resolution 228, Highway Superintendent's monthly report.
Resolved to receive and place on file a report from James Wood, Superintendent of Highways for the month of June 2013.
Have a motion.
So moved.
Mr. Lemoyne, second.
Second.
Mr. Mannix, any discussion? Roll call.
Mark Manick.
Yes.
Paul Lemoyne.
Yes.
Bernie Bassett.
Yes, resolution carries. Resolution 230, Parks and Recreation Department monthly report.
Resolved to receive and place on file a report from Melanie Defiant, Recreation and Youth Director for the month of June 2013.
Have a motion.
So moved.
Mr. Lemoyne, second.
Second.
Mr. Mannix, any discussion? Roll call.
Mark Manick.
Yes.
Paul Lemoyne.
Yes.
Bernie Bassett.
Yes, resolution carries. Resolution 231, Planning Department monthly report.
Resolved to receive and place on file a report from Phil Bonbargen, Planning and Engineering Department Head for the month of August 2013.
Have a motion.
So moved.
Mr. Mannix, second.
Second.
Mr. Lemoyne, any discussion? Roll call.
Mark Manick.
Yes.
Paul Lemoyne.
Yes.
Bernie Bassett.
Yes, resolution carries. Resolution 232, Town Clerk's monthly report.
Resolved to receive and place on file a report from Rick Collins, Town Clerk for the month of July 2013.
Have a motion.
So moved.
Mr. Lemoyne, second. Mr. Mannix, any discussion? Roll call.
Mark Manick,
Yes.
Paul LeBoyne,
Yes.
Bernie Bassett.
Yes, resolution carries. Resolution 233, petition for zoning map amendment.
Whereas the Town of Plattsburgh Town Board at its regular scheduled work session on July 22nd, 2013, received a petition by Chris A. Labarge that duly authorized a representative of Gerald Menard, owner of property on River Street, identified as tax map parcel 220.4-35.1, approximately 97.5 acres of vacant land, requesting an amendment to the zoning, to existing zoning classification of R2 residential to mobile home residential with restrictions. And whereas the pursuant to Article 8, Section 13.3, all proposed amendments originating by the petition or motion shall be referred to the Town of Plattsburgh Planning Board for report and recommendation thereon. Now therefore be resolved that the town board does hereby refer the petition for proposed amendment to the Town of Plattsburgh zoning ordinance dated November 2012 to the Town of Plattsburgh Planning Board for report and recommendations in accordance with Article 8, Section 13.3 of the Town of Plattsburgh zoning ordinance. And it be further resolved that the Planning Board shall submit its report to the Town Board within 45 days of receipt of such referral in accordance with the provisions of the zoning ordinances. And it be further resolved that a copy of this resolution be given to the Planning Department, Planning Board Chairman, and Finance Manager.
Have a motion.
So moved.
Mr. Manick, second.
Second.
Mr. Lemoyne, any discussion? Roll call.
Mark Manick,
Yes.
Paul LeBoyne,
Yes.
Bernie Bassett.
Yes, resolution carries. Resolution 234, request to advertise for sealed bids for a new 60 kilowatt emergency generator and 225 amp automatic transfer switch.
Whereas the Water and Wastewater Department has a need to purchase an emergency generator with a 225 amp automated transfer switch to replace the damaged unit at Route 9 North Water Lift Station. Whereas Scott Stoddard, Water and Wastewater Director, has requested to solicit bids for said generator and transfer switch. Now therefore be resolved that the town clerk is hereby authorized and directed to advertise for sealed bids for the generator and transfer switch, for which bid specification and non-conclusive documents will be available at the town clerk's office. And said advertisement shall be placed in the Press Republican with bid notice of opening on August the 22nd, 2013 at 3 p.m. at the Town of Plattsburgh Town Hall, 151 Baker Road, Plattsburgh, New York, 12901. And it be further resolved that the Town of Plattsburgh Town Board reserves the right to reject any and all bids offered. And it be further resolved that a copy of this resolution be given to the town clerk, the Director of Water and Wastewater Department, and the Finance Manager.
Have a motion.
So moved.
Mr. Lemoyne, second. Mr. Manick, any discussion?
Bernie, I just want to make sure this is going to include the install. I know there's been discussion that they might want to try and install this themselves, and I can assure you this is probably not a project we should take on. All the rest of them that we had in and around Town Hall were professionally installed by contractors and with the warranty and everything here, and it needs an electrical inspection, and there's things that just, when we send this out to bid, it should include the inspection.
Yeah, I would guess that might cost some probably the warranty. Rick, I got those papers. I don't know if you've looked at them.
No, not yet.
Okay, we'll look at those tomorrow and see if that's included. If not, we can, of course. Any other discussion?
I'd just like to support what Paul's saying there. I think that's a wiser course. You get, in particular, you get a warranty, and you don't want to do anything to impair your warranty.
Well, you get a 1-year warranty even on the install, so it's, it's just for the little bit of money
Yep,
that's installed.
and that may very well be part of it, but we'll verify that. Okay, any other discussion? Roll call.
Mark Manick,
Yes.
Paul LeBoyne,
Yes.
Bernie Bassett.
Yes. Resolution carries. Resolution 235, request to advertise for sealed bids, well exploration and testing.
Whereas the Water and Wastewater Department conducted a phase 1 water supply investigation in November 2012. Whereas the Water and Wastewater Department staff identified and prioritized potential well exploration sites. Whereas the plans and specifications have been prepared by LaBerge Engineering and Consulting Group entitled Well Exploration and Testing. And whereas Scott Stoddard, Water and Wastewater Director, has requested to solicit for bids for material and labor to complete the well exploration and testing project. Therefore, it be resolved that the town clerk is hereby authorized and directed to advertise for sealed bids for the entitled project well exploration and testing, for which bid specifications and non-conclusive documents will be available from the town clerk's office, and said advertisement shall be placed in the Press Republican with bids to be opening on September the 5th, 2013 at 3 p.m. at the Town of Plattsburgh Town Hall, 151 Baker Road, Plattsburgh, New York, 12901. And to be further resolved that the town board reserves the right to reject any and all bids offered. And to be further resolved, a copy of this resolution be given to the town clerk, director of Water and Wastewater Department, and the finance manager.
So moved.
Do I have a second?
So,
Mr. Lemoyne. Any discussion? Roll call.
Mark Manick,
Yes.
Paul Lemoyne,
yes.
Bernie Bassett.
Yes, resolution carries. Resolution 236, Highway Budget Amendment.
Whereas New York State 2013-2014 enacted budget increased CHIP funds for municipalities across the state. Whereas the town's CHIP funds increased by $34,826 over the town's 2013 budget amount. Whereas revenue will be received by the Highway Department fund and expenditures will be paid out of the Highway fund in the 2013 budget. Therefore, be resolved that the town board authorize the following budget amendments. Increase revenue, consolidated highway, $34,826, and increase appropriations, road paving chips, $34,826. And it be further resolved that a copy of this resolution be given to the budget officer and the finance manager.
Have a motion.
So moved.
Mr. Lemoyne, second.
Second?
Mr. Mannix, any discussion? Roll call.
Mark Manick,
Yes.
Paul Lemoyne,
Yes.
Bernie Bassett.
Yes, resolution carries. Resolution 237, Local Waterfront Revitalization Program, Consolidated Funding Application Agreement.
Whereas the town of Plattsburgh Town Board desires to stimulate local development, foster future economic growth, and develop recreational opportunities within the municipality. Whereas after due consideration, the town board has determined that it is recommended by the town's recreational master plan and comprehensive master plan, it is desirable to apply for funds for local waterfront revitalization to develop a plan to improve access to the Saranac River and Lake Champlain, and to explore options supporting integration of the regional waterfront trail. Therefore, be resolved that the supervisor is hereby authorized and directed to execute any and all documents necessary for the implementation of this work, and to authorize the Chasing Group of 110 Glen Street, Glens Falls, New York, 12801, to prepare and manage the consolidated funding application requesting funds from the New York State DOT Local Waterfront Revitalization Program and other programs participating in the CFA process for this effort. And it be further resolved that the fee for preparing the application shall not exceed $3,000. And it be further resolved that a copy of this resolution be forwarded to the Chasing Group, the Town Planning Department, and the Finance Manager.
Have a motion.
So moved.
Mr. Mannix, second.
Second.
Mr. Lemoyne, any discussion? Roll call.
Mark Manick,
Yes.
Paul Lemoyne.
Yes.
Bernie Bassett.
Yes, resolution carries. Resolution 339, this was not on the agenda, it was added late this afternoon. tennis court resurfacing and repainting for Cato and East Morrisville Recreation Parks, but before that, we should have 38, I got caught in 37's quick. So let's back up. 238,
That's
Right there.
Wait, 338.
Wait,
It
no,
does say 238 on the
the
resolution.
previous.
So they're on all of these on the agenda.
yeah.
Is it or
Wow.
isn't it?
338.
I can't verify that sitting here.
On here, they're all two except for the bottom one which says 338.
Yeah.
No, but that's not, that's wrong. It
But
should
all of
say
them,
238.
okay, so it is. The resolution does say,
Your agenda is-
You look at our minutes for the previous meeting,
yeah,
we tracked
there
it.
you go.
So the one that we're gonna wanna change will be the 338 to a 238 when we get there, or
That's
239 when we get there.
Right, yes.
Yeah.
But right now, we're on
Yes.
238.
Right.
So resolution 238, highway road improvement ban renewal.
Whereas on May 16, 2011, the town board approved resolution 11-183 for the issuance of a bond anticipation note in the amount not to exceed $1 million for highway improvement. And whereas resolution 11-183 delegated the supervisor with the authority to annually renew the said highway ban. And whereas said ban matures on August 8, 2013, and interest rates have been sought for renewal of the highway road improvement ban in the amount not to exceed $775,000. Whereas the following interest rates were submitted to the finance manager listing of the banks: Adirondack Bank, Champlain Bank, Community Bank, Glens Falls National Bank, T-Bank, NBT Bank, and TD Bank, with Glens Falls National Bank submitting the lowest interest rate. Now, therefore be resolved that the town board award the highway improvement ban renewal to the Glens Falls National Bank, and the supervisor is hereby authorized to sign any and all necessary documents pertaining to the ban renewal, and a certified copy of this resolution be given to the finance manager, budget officer, and highway superintendent.
Have a motion.
So moved.
Mr. Manick, second.
Second.
Mr. Lemoy, any discussion? Roll call.
Mark Manick,
Yes.
Paul Lemoyne,
Yes.
Bernie Bassett.
Yes, resolution carries. Now, resolution 239, tennis court resurfacing and repairing for Cato and East Morrisville Recreation Parks.
Whereas, excuse me, the Park and Recreation Department is responsible for the maintenance of 8 sets of tennis courts in the town of Plattsburgh. And whereas the department must maintain the tennis courts on a maintenance schedule. And whereas Mr. Fayette has obtained formal written quotes for the purchase of tennis court resurfacing and painting, which were received and reviewed by Mr. Fayette. Therefore, be resolved that the town board is hereby authorized the purchase of said previously mentioned resurfacing, cleaning, repainting of the tennis courts by Vermont Tennis Court Resurfacing, Post Office Box 6, St. Johns Ferry, Vermont 05819, in the amount of $14,114. And it be further resolved that the supervisor be and is hereby authorized to sign any and all related documents to the resurfacing and repainting of the Katyville and East Morrisonville courts to be made payable from the field maintenance account A 7710.4115 for 2013. And it be further resolved that a copy of this resolution be forwarded to the finance manager and a copy given to Ms. Fayette, Youth Service Recreation Director.
Have a motion.
So moved.
Mr. Manick, second.
Second.
Mr. Lemoy, any discussion? Roll call.
Mark Manick,
Yes.
Paul Lemoyne,
Yes.
Bernie Bass.
Yes, resolution carries. I don't have any other resolutions that were on the agenda and that weren't on the agenda for this evening. I would seek a motion to go into executive session to discuss the work history of particular individuals as well as, and I don't know, Counselor, if I can put these two together, to discuss the proposed sale of real property when publicity might affect value.
I think you can do both, sure.
Okay.
You've indicated what we're going in for.
Everyone has that? I have a motion.
So,
Mr. Mannix, second.
Second.
Mr. Lemoy. Any discussion on that motion? If not, we'll have a roll call.
Martin Mannix,
yes,
Paul Moore,
Yes.
Bernie Bassett.
Yes, we will go into executive session at 7:22. I don't expect any action following this, but we will come out as soon as we're done.